Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of 2018. I am Joel D. Supernaw, and from my brother Sin, welcome to 8192 The Truth. I hope all is going well on the third day of January. I hope you all had a wonderful end of 2017 and have started your 2018 on a fresh note, on a good beat. Bear in mind, I'm going through this with you. I want to do well. I want to do better in 2018. I have a plan. I am following it. It's written down. It's right in front of me. You know, you talk about 8192 The Truth, or 8192, like what that means and how things were different between 81 and 92. Well, first off, one of the things that you did when you started a new program is you wrote everything down. You wrote everything down because you didn't have a cell phone, 10 different laptops, a computer. You wrote it down. You had an exercise book. You had a journal. And I'm old school when it comes to programs. I'll put them on the computer. I'll do different things, but I will have a big notepad and I will write out my workout, my day, what I want to do. When I go to the gym, I'll have that out. And when I finish my workout, I'll write it down. As I do an exercise, I'll write it down. The primary objective for all of us is to get healthier. I think everybody wants to get healthier, whether they're taking that initiative now or they're going to wait for it. Well, how you do it is completely up to you. I've said over and over and over and again, everything works, start today. It works, man. Kevin's on some variation of the Atkins diet, and he's lost like 10 pounds already, eating nothing but meat. Man, that's fine and good. I'm doing something a little bit different because I don't want to eat all that meat. That eating that meat is going to make me feel it's going to have an adverse effect on me. It's going to weigh me down. But that's me. By this point in your life, if you don't know what works for you, man, you need to figure it out. Now, I do know what works for me. My problem is I don't always stay on track. Just it's what most of us do. But anyway, everything works. Everything works. But you know what else works? Not quitting. Not quitting the first time you don't make it to your workout or on time. Example, today I was 49 minutes for my workout. Now I like to have plenty of time to do my workout because I hate feeling rushed, and I go to work right after my workout. Well, I wasn't going to get everything in. I was 49 minutes late, but I did get a good solid workout in. And then I just pressed forward. I could have quit. I could have said, well, I'll get it tonight. Many times I have. This isn't, oh, Joel, you did a great job. It's just the one surefire way for you to fail on your new program is to quit. The first time you don't succeed. A lot of people are going to have success this first week. It's first 21 days are really going to depend on how healthy your program is. But again, talk about what do I need in my life? And I need balance. I need balance. I need to know that it's never as good as I think it is, and it's never as bad as I think it is. My exercise can always be better, but I have to take stock in what I do. I have to take stock in what I do. Does that mean I'm going to post, getting back to this 8192 thing, because I thought about it this morning, and we fall into these traps. We fall into these social media traps where we believe we are bigger than what we are. We have a following on Facebook. We have a group of friends that get in the habit of tweeting or doing whatever, Instagram or whatever. The reality is change is a very singular thing. It's a very, very singular thing. So if the first thing that we do when we start to change is we send it out to the world. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. Now, hey, I'm not saying don't take stock in that yourself. I'm not saying congratulate yourself on every workout, on every planned meal. Congratulate yourself. But change is a very, very singular thing. And if we're beating our chest at the end of every workout and we're looking around and we're not getting that gratification from the outside world, man, that's gonna leave a hole. That's gonna leave a hole. I talk about make yourself your primary objective. I have to make myself my primary objective. I must do it. I must do it. You hear any athlete, we love the fighters. And the fighters need to be selfish. Now, they don't need to be mean, but they do need to be selfish. Nobody, let's just because I know quite a bit about fighting. Nobody is going to go into the cage and fight with a fighter. That's just one-on-one physical combat. And it's very, very scary. No matter what you say or who you are, there's a point of your training that you think worst case. You think worst case. And that's not a good thing. Worst case in a fist fight in a cage is not a good thing. But the reason you need to be selfish is because all of the outside distractions, you can't bring them in the cage with you. They're noise. They're noise for you to get through your training camp. You must be selfish. You must be selfish with change. It has to be you. It has to be you against the world. That has to be me against the world. When I look out onto 2018 and see the things that I want to change, I want to find peace. I want to find peace. I want to find that balance. And for me, I know that balance means I have to be selfish. I have to be selfish because I'm the only one that can get me there. And I'm not trying to talk in circles. I'm going to bring on some points because it's very, very early in this year, and hopefully all of us in day 3 are still succeeding on our exercise, on our diet, on our mental energy. I get back to the Dreamkillers. Let me ask you a question. When you told all of the people around you what you were going to do this year, how you were going to change, how many of them were actually supportive? These are the closest people to you. These are the closest people to you. Chances are, if you set big goals, not very many of them. Not very many of them. And it hurts. It hurts, man. I fall back into that trap all the time because I still have big goals. I still want to accomplish things. I'm never going to quit trying to make my life better, make my energy better, my time on earth better. There's a lot of things that I don't want to do. You know, I'm not the most social person in the world. But I do want to find that balance. And to find that balance, I have to put the dot on the heads of the dream killers. Okay, I know who they are. And they're not going to change. Just because I'm going to change does not mean the dream killer's going to change. Now, with change generally comes success. With change generally comes success. So now you're going to have the dream killers kind of shining up to you a little bit. Don't trust them, man. Don't trust them. They weren't there for you when you started your journey. They don't get to swagger jack your change. That's who they are. Now be supportive of them if they want to change, if they want to do different things in life, if they want to accomplish different things in life. Be supportive of them. But no longer are we going to look for the dream killers to motivate us. They're not going to. They cannot do it. The people around us who we are in their lives as we are now, and for a lot of us, we are a person we don't want to be. If we're in all those people's lives, we're comfortable to them. We are comfortable to them. So, selfish. Be selfish in your journey to change. Doesn't mean you have to be mean. It doesn't mean you have to be me. Be humble. Be humble. Okay? Your goals are not going to be accomplished this week. You should be proud of yourself, first and foremost, for starting a program of change. You should be proud of yourself. You should take stock in that. But this isn't a one-day battle. You cannot win your battle with change today. You can make strides, you can make points, but you're not going to win. You cannot lose it either. You cannot lose it. I want to beat on that because somewhere there's a pretty good crowd of people listening to this, and I'd probably say 60% of them are on a new program, a New Year resolution. You're doing something. That's a pretty big number. Well, most of you, probably 95% or more of you, are going to experience failure within that program. Acknowledge it. Know it. It's okay. Deal with it right now. Now, does that mean you say, okay, it's okay to miss my workout, it's okay to be 49 minutes late? Two things. Yeah, it is okay to be 49 minutes to your workout when you're not holding anybody up. It's not okay to work. It's not okay to miss your workout. Get there. Okay? Now, what happens if I don't get there today? Well, it puts me behind the 8 ball. It puts me behind the 8 ball because even though I am cognizant of failure, I've now got one on day 3. Day 3 of a clean slate. So, acknowledge that failure is going to be a part of your program. Don't wrap your arms around it. You know, if you've already started your program with, excuses of what you can't do and what you can do, you're you're probably not going to make it. If you're a member of a gym or you just joined a gym, these next few weeks, there's a lot of people in that gym. There's a lot of people in that gym. Now, only about 20% of them are going to be in that gym 45 days from now on a regular basis. I want you to look at those people. I want you to look at them, okay? Look at the ones that you think are going to be there. Look at the ones that you think are going to be there. Make sure you're one of them. Make sure you're one of them. There's going to be failure all around that gym that you're going to. Kevin's got a big group of people starting a program. They're not all going to succeed. I hope they do. That would be great if, I think he's got 10 or 15 people. If they all succeeded, that would be wonderful. I'm rooting for them. I really am. But make sure you're one of them. If you're on that team, on Kevin's, make sure you're the guy that's going to succeed. How do you do it? How do you make sure 100% you're going to succeed? Hopefully you've already done most of it. You've written out your plan. You have a plan each and every day. You have a plan. You have goals. You're coaching up yourself. At the end of your day, you're writing down what you accomplished. You're patting yourself on the back. You're getting into a zone. You're getting into a zone. This time of the year, where I'm at, it's really, really cold. I don't like cold, but this time of the year can be really, really tough, especially if you put a lot of eggs in this program that you're going to do. Every single one of you can succeed, including myself. It's simple. It's simple. Have a plan and follow it. Where are you now? Where are you going? How are you going to get there? And what are the obstacles in your way? I learned that in a drug and alcohol class I had to take because I got hemmed up in my probation. I flew out to a fight I wasn't supposed to go to. I didn't get permission, and I got some sanctions. And I went to this drug and alcohol class. And it was, it was a bunch of heroin addicts, and, I was way better than all of them, and, oh my God, I can't believe I'm in there, and blah, 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 blah. But I had to be there. I had to be there every week for an hour. So I just started listening. And this guy came in, and he started talking about change. And he wrote it down on the board. He said, change. First thing you have to do if you want to change is to know where you are. To be introspectful of where you are. Be cognizant. Be real. Take stock. Take inventory of where you are. Financially, emotionally, physically. Dig into that. Where are you? Where are you going? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Again, you have to dig into it. This isn't a 30-minute deal. You got to write all this stuff down, because when you're talking about where you are now, unless you're just cool with it, unless you're just, man, everything is awesome, okay? And if you are one of those people, congratulations, because I know you worked hard to get there. I know you worked hard to get there. But for the rest of us, we really, really got to break down where we are. Then we got to break down where we are going. Where are we going? What do we want to accomplish? That's our goal set. What do we want to accomplish? Now, how are we going to get there? That's our plan. That's our plan. How we are going to get there. Do we have our plan written out? Because if you don't have your plan written out, there is virtually no way for you to get there. GPS doesn't exist in the world of change. You can't put GPS on change and get there. It's not going to happen. Can't plug it into your iPhone. You got to write out how you are going to get there. And then the most important part of it all. The most important part of it all. What are the obstacles that you are going to have to overcome to reach your goals? And if you don't think they're there, if you can't find any, if you can't put those obstacles out there, well, the chances are you're not looking to go very far. You're not looking to go very far. You ever notice I like repeat things? I kind of like it. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I don't. Kind of depends. I don't listen to myself all the time. But anyway, back on track here. You have to acknowledge the obstacles that are in your place. Now, the very biggest obstacle in the world is the dream killers. And not the dream killers that are around you, but the dream killers that are inside of you. The dream killer that is inside of you, that's somewhere a part of your program, your personal dream killer is going to stop and say, I cannot do this. I have failed on this particular venture, program, whatever you want to call it. Now, the dream killers around you, they help feed the dream killer within you, but killing that dream killer inside of you, is going to allow all of us to succeed. Because the only reason we aren't where we want to be, the only reason we aren't where we want to be right now, this second, is because the dream killer inside of us decided we couldn't do it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the truth. Peace.